Okay, so welcome back, module 6, and we're still talking. This is out of the Utterback book. This is the innovation piece with the lighting case study. So I asked you guys to take a look at the video. This is a Salesforce video about Philips, and I think it gives you a really good idea of how companies are looking at innovation these days, and that creative force that's behind it that Utterback is talking about that continues on. Obviously, this book by Utterback was produced in 1995, so a lot of these things obviously took place afterwards, but I think it gives you some additional information on how that creative force continues and how innovation, comes back into this industry. This is I think it's the CIO of Philips, and one of the things that he talks about is that speed is the new currency for business. And this, couldn't be more true, right? If you can't, be bold and get innovation into your company, you're really going to have a tough time surviving and getting to the next level. They need tools that help you go further, faster, and months and years. Development that used to take months and years is now taking minutes and days, leveraging platforms and tools that are out there, and they're feeling like they don't have to do this alone. So that open innovation perspective by Philips is something that you see now, because our culture and the business culture is more open now and understanding of the fact that there's a lot going on out there, and if you feel like you can do it on your own, you're probably missing out on a lot of innovation that could help you go faster. So at Philips, they're constantly exploring how they can go further. They have what they call an accelerator lab with partners like Salesforce and others that are bringing innovation and ideas into Philips to help them better move their products forward. I know one of the things that Philips and Salesforce worked together on was the ability to create a connection between the product itself, and in this case I think it was like an MRI machine or something, and the service center at Philips. And there was a connection, like a modem connection, that happened where the system could talk directly to the Service Cloud, Salesforce's Service Cloud, and get service dispatch. So there was a lack of interruption with the machine. So obviously these machines are, highly, important. These are MRI machines, in hospitals and things like that. So it's important that they always be available. And so Philips, working with Salesforce, was able to develop a maintenance innovation that allowed the maintenance time to fix a system to be reduced by the MRI machine itself talking to the Sales Cloud and telling the Sales Cloud what was wrong with it, so that through this interaction, the maintenance guy can show up with the right parts and put the thing back together. At Philips, again, they're painting a compelling vision to get people to move, to get people to understand that innovation is a part of their culture, and they expect people to make progress and to contribute new ideas to making the company competitive. And they expect incremental progress as well. So every day we get a little closer to where we want to be. So a little bit of, routine innovation, right? Every day we've got to do something that gets us closer to where we want to be. But at the same time, Philips was one of the major contributors to a disruptive technology, which was the LED bulb, the 50,000 hours of light that came from Philips. So that was a major disruption in the industry, and one that we as consumers get to take advantage of. So the message to technology managers is understanding constraints of the system. So habits and user learning constrain technology, collateral assets that are already imposed, and assess how a new product will fit with the current constraints. Monitor new firm formation. So this goes back to Utterback. We're looking at what was it that was, one, getting the light off the ground. And two, then what was it that kept, additional innovation from getting in? So those things like habits and understanding how products fit in is an important aspect to being able to innovate in an existing environment, and also to disrupt that existing environment. When you're seeing gaps and something your product can do that the existing product doesn't do, you've got an opportunity to disrupt that particular industry. And so we've got to monitor where these new firms are coming from and what they're contributing to the industry. So that's it.